G'day guys, Tony Angus out and about, bringing you another tip for managing conflict and aggression and behaviour and emotional intelligence, etc. And so this is part of the Telling It Like It Is series, so I hope to make it fairly impacting and short. Short but full of meaning. And the reason I'm talking to you today is because someone actually said, someone who had watched my post, and instead of posting a comment, they approached me personally and asked me a question. And we entered into a dialogue it was about respect. And you may recall my Telling It Like It Is post on respect, and I talked about that society has sucked you into believing that respect is earned when in fact it's carried. And so this is part 2 of that. This is respect part 2. And his question was about, yeah, but your point is you respect yourself first, but what if you don't? What if you don't respect yourself? And it's a really valid point because I didn't say anything about how to attain self-respect. I just said self-respect is the foundation by which you enter into transactions with others. And so, having not described what self-respect is about, he asked me to enter a dialogue with him about it, and he raised some fantastic points, and so I'm going to share some of that because I think he's 100% right. His point was that self-respect also must be earned. And whilst I debated with him about respect in the first place having to be earned, I do agree that self-respect is earned and then it's given. He then went on to describe various situations in which you might start to earn or build your self-respect. And the first was, he said, and I agree, doing things where your discipline is challenged and succeeding. And so if you imagine you're currently struggling with weight, you're overweight, and you have an opportunity to now eat something sugary and fatty and not good for you. If you don't choose that opportunity and you stick to your diet and you use discipline, you have something to be proud of, and pride tends to be the kickstarter of self-respect. Now, so that we don't confuse the two, you can be proud of all sorts of things that should have little to do with self-respect. So you can be proud of your looks. You can be proud of your physique. You could be proud of your intellect. You could be proud of your money and your money-making ability. You can be proud of your business ability. You can be proud of your creative abilities. Maybe you're brilliant at the guitar, and you can be proud of that. And there are a whole host of things. You can be proud that you made the winning shot in the basketball match, just as the final buzzer went. You can be proud of that. But typically what happens is self-respect is on a deeper level than that, and it requires you to do something far more altruistic, something typically for others. So you can be proud of yourself, but it's truly when you put yourself out to help others that self-respect starts. So without getting too esoteric about this, because we can very easily venture into fields here that I am not an expert in, not trained in, and not qualified to talk about. However, I do tend to do a little bit of reading, and I feel like I can at least open this dialogue. And those of you that are more qualified in this field than me, please feel welcome to share your thoughts. Our body shines more when we are in the service of others. It resonates on a higher frequency when we are in the service of others. Your individual cells become more healthy when you are in the service of others. And so it's far more than just doing something that other people would go, wow, nice job. It's actually doing something in the service of your community, doing something for another person. So those are the things that now kickstart your self-respect, where you truly like who you are and not just are proud of the shot you made or the piano arrangement you created. Who you are deep down as an individual, as a human being, is where self-respect is created. That's the seed, and it flowers and germinates and flowers from there. Okay? So you now get to ask yourself, well, when was the last time you did something truly altruistic? When was the last time you went out of your way to help others or just another? When was the last time you truly put yourself out in the service of your community? And when was the last time you took time to make someone else's life better? Now you have the foundations of self-respect. And I really like this idea, and so, congratulations to this guy for his thoughts. I thought that was fantastic. And so now, you can now go and build on that. You can say, okay, well, I entered into an argument and I chose a better path. I chose a more mature path and I didn't get sucked into the argument, and I'm proud of that. And in fact, during that, when the person insulted me, I reversed it and said that I was actually impressed with that person and this is the reason why. And it changed the whole nature of the transaction. Now that's pride in something that can give you self-respect as well. There's a discipline attached and an altruistic motive. And so those are the things I think that you should be proudest of and should be able to build your self-respect on. A lot of the world's most famous luminaries talk about being in the service of others and how important that is, from obviously the Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu, but even people like Albert Einstein spoke of the need to be in service of others and the good that it does to us to be in that service. And so don't let that drop. Make that part of your self-worth. Go forth and be good to others. Righto guys, if you found this useful, as always, like, share, subscribe, make comments, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks for having me in your home and your workplace, and I hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon. Ciao for now.